Most of lower back pain is actually not a result of a back injury. I'm tired of hearing so many people complain about their back pain and saying, oh, look at this issue with my back, acting like it is a life sentence. The good news is it's not. How many times have you heard about someone who got a surgery on a knee, on a shoulder, on their back, only to have to get another surgery, perhaps multiple surgeries in the same location? Guys, the reason your lower back hurts is because you're not. And here's a little fun fact for all of you that I'm going to share today, okay? The secret. You know what annoys me? People with lower back pain, people who are complaining constantly that their back hurts, that their knees hurt, they got tight hips constantly. Of course you do. Of course you do. You're sedentary, okay? You get zero exercise, at least, statistically speaking, 79% of Americans get zero exercise, not to mention the shit food you're eating that is exacerbating the inflammation in your body. The thing about lower back pain, my friends, is it's completely optional. You see, you can have herniated discs, bulging discs, whatever the, I don't know the severity of the disc, but you can have fucked up discs and not be in pain. And this is something that I think a lot of people are unaware of. Now, Western medicine is going to push you towards surgery. They're going to tell you that in order to alleviate said back pain, that you're going to have to get some type of fusion. And what happens in those scenarios, in most cases, whether we're talking back, knee, or any ailment where they basically fuse together your appendage, is you end up having other problems later on. How many times have you heard about someone who got a surgery on a knee, on a shoulder, on their back, only to have to get another surgery, perhaps multiple surgeries in the same location? Guys, the reason your lower back hurts is because you're not putting any effort or meaningful intention into rectifying that fact. And here's a little fun fact for all of you that I'm going to share today, okay? Most of lower back pain is actually not a result of a back injury. It's a result of an overtightened psoas. Your psoas muscle is the most important muscle that most of you have never heard of. And look, I don't even like doing content like this. I just don't. But I am tired of hearing so many people complain about their back pain and saying, oh, look at this issue with my back, acting like it is a life sentence. The good news is it's not. But you have to take some type of intentional action to fortify that fact. So, if you're stiff all the time, which most of you are, you want to do things like this. You want to sit down and just get the hip moving. You're probably going to be here, right, initially, but eventually, you get to a point where you can really kind of get some movement going, right? You want to get up in the morning when you're super tired. You want to do some squats. And this is what you guys are going to be like initially. Some of you, most of you, honestly. But then you get to a point where your hips are open and you can go all the way down and all the way up. And we're not doing very many. We're just getting some blood circulating and we're getting some movement going and we're loosening up our psoas. Now, the secret, all right, the magic bullet, if you will, is this contraption right here. I have no affiliation with this company. It's called the Sorite. The affiliation that I have is I am a customer. I own a lot of these. I have about 6 at the Nutrition Solutions gym. I have 1 in my office. I have 2 at my home. And this thing right here is designed to actually loosen up your psoas. Now, the reason the psoas is so important is it connects your upper and lower torso. Long story short, okay, if you never release this muscle, which of course, how could you if you didn't even know it existed until you saw this video? Not only are you going to be tight all the time, have back pain, perhaps knee pain, and constantly just have very tight hips and limited mobility, but also you're going to feel more stress because the body, fun fact, not so fun fact for some of you, actually stores stress, physical and emotional stress. And you may have guessed it, the psoas muscle is actually the muscle where your body stores the stress. So in order to alleviate that stress, in order to improve our flexibility, our mobility, and reduce lower back pain, we need to loosen up our psoas using the Sorite. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to wake up in the morning stiff as fuck and then just lay on this thing and have it impale you, because that will suck, it'll hurt, and then you won't want to do it again. It's important to use this thing the right way. And the right way, again, is to just get a little loose, do what you can to kind of get some movement going, right? However you can. I mean, a lot of you guys probably can't do stuff like this, but there's all kinds of, here, let's get down here to show them a couple things. Stuff like this even, where you're just kind of like opening up just to get it going, right? Again, and don't feel bad if when you start, this is what you look like, because a lot of you probably will if you've never done it before. And then also leaning forward like this, and instead of opening it the way that I just was, using this back leg and pulling this up. A lot of you guys will see this is a lot more difficult than it looks, but it's gonna get all this junk right here. The QL, your hip flexor, is going to get it used to opening up and used to basically the movement that unfortunately you've neglected for so long. But this here, guys, this is how we're gonna do it. I'm just gonna try to use a softer surface if possible. Not a huge deal if you don't have access to one. My psoas is always loose because I stretch and do a lot of mobility work. And again, the benefits of this, it's gonna improve your flexibility, it's gonna improve your mobility, it's going to make you a more capable, functional human being, not just in the gym, but in life. And also, if you have lower back pain, I'm not saying that this is going to completely fix your back. It's certainly not going to help regenerate any discs, but it will teach your body how to live with those discs absent the pain. So here's how we're going to lay on this thing. All right. Well, here, first of all, actually, let's show them how we're not going to lay on this thing. Look, this is hard. This isn't soft. Okay. So what you don't want to do, especially as somebody who is probably super tight, you don't want to just lay on it and have it impale you, because that is going to suck. I can do it because my body is loose, okay? But this is not the optimal way to do this. The optimal way to do this is to lean on it with as much weight as your body can withstand. You want to be in some level of discomfort, but not physical pain. And basically, you're definitely going to want to move a little to kind of show the angle. Using your elbows to kind of take off a little pressure. You want to just lean into it, side to side, right? And just, you're going to gradually increase that pressure. And you lay on this thing for 5 to 7 minutes. And honestly, it's going to change not only the game, but it's going to change your life, because you will be less stressed. And as a less stressed individual, you will be a better human being. A lot of the stress that we sometimes feel, we overreact to situations. We feel extreme levels of stress in situations where if you really were to detach and kind of like analyze your own behavior, there's really no reason for you to be as stressed about a certain situation as you are. But if your body has stored stress from weeks, months, perhaps even years of neglect, that stress is going to compound onto whatever existing stress that we have. It's important to remember, friends, stress is not a bad thing. Stress is not a bad thing, especially if you're somebody who is looking to perform at optimal levels, whether we're talking about fitness, business, or in life. Stress is not a bad thing. However, unmanaged stress is. So, although I talked about the benefits of this device, increased mobility, flexibility, it's going to help sort out lower back pain and knee pain. For me, the number one benefit, without question, is the fact that I believe this device is the single most important stress management tool that exists. So it's called a Sorite. You can get one on Amazon and just spring the extra $10 or $15 for the actual Sorite. There's other brands on there that will be a little cheaper. But when it comes to our body, when it comes to things that we can do to improve our quality of life, we do not want the cheapest, we want the best. So another great thing about using this device is at night when you're watching TV, you can lay on it as you're watching TV. It doesn't take up any extra time. It's not necessarily something that you have to do in the gym. You can lay on it, read a book, lay on it, watch TV, lay on it, and do whatever you normally do. Again, I have one in my office. And honestly, with so many people being so sedentary, we know that that's not going to change. We understand that for a large portion of the day, we have to sit down. It's not the sitting down that kills us. It's the sitting down for prolonged periods of time without any just periods of time to kind of break up that sedentary nature. So get up in the middle of the day, go for a little walk, get up in the middle of the day, do some squats, get up in the middle of the day and lay on this in the office. Who gives a shit? You're like, oh, well, what are my coworkers gonna think? They're gonna think that you are somebody who actually gives a shit about being the healthiest, fittest, most capable version of themselves. And then they're gonna go finish their Whopper and French fries. So